that we don't know yet. He's in the galactic world.
Right.
Some world I don't even know about. And I don't want him to be injured in this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you working on a Frankenstein, but you got to be very good, know what tools that you're using, because if you mess up one artery, that motherfucker die. You hear what I'm saying? So we doctors in this motherfucker using tools. You got motherfuckers like certain movers. Y'all here giving information out and this, that, and the other, and working on this, that, and the other major. You try to do a heart transplant, and you fucking up the arteries, and that motherfucker ain't gonna never come over here to understand what y'all niggas getting locked up.
Yeah.
That's traumatizing. He don't want to see that. He want to see a solution. Of course they ain't gonna get the solution because they ain't gonna never broadcast that he was right. You know what I'm saying? Because they got an operation to run. They got an
operation to run. I'm a doctor. Yeah. I'm making $100,000 a year. Yeah. This condo needs $3,000 a month. I'm sorry. I know you're right, but I have to follow the statutes of this state so I can take care of myself and my family. I have a son, so I have to take care of my family. Even though I know I got power in this state, I can't help you because you're one of them. And I'm on this side with the state. Agent Smith talk.
Yeah, Agent Smith. Double agent. You take away all the money, then motherfuckers start thinking like, hold up. You know what I mean? Render unto Caesar was Caesar and God was God. Can you do that? So that's how you vet a motherfucker. Or if you're going to play in the system, you need to understand credit and debit.
You said the Instagram joint, YouTube, golden culture. YouTube, Instagram, Golden Cultures. If y'all want to contact Chief, you know what I'm saying. If y'all want consultations, contact Natural Rights Enforcement.
Yeah.
Keep talking, Chief. I'm hearing, man.
Yeah, so contact them. But what I'm saying to you is that you got a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that are signing things before they sign these instruments or whatever contracts or documents. You know, when you're dealing with these policy enforcers, you gotta let it be known. If I do sign this, it's under threat, duress, and coercion. For those who don't know, look up the word threat, duress, and coercion. It's like you forcibly or being told to sign something to either get out of something. So you're forcibly being told to sign something. So I always say, if you want to sign something, I'm going to say, hey, are you forcing me to sign this under threat, duress, and coercion? So now you're injuring me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this because I'm afraid.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm afraid. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I don't understand nothing. I don't want to sign nothing. Are you forcing me? Are you putting me under coercion?
Yeah.
Because I don't understand. I don't want to. I'm not signing. But if you done in my life, I feel threatened. You got a gun. I feel threatened. So if you forcing me for my safety, I'm gonna sign it. But I'm signing this under threat and coercion.
Yeah, threat, duress, and coercion. And that's the only way you're gonna sign it. I mean, you're gonna sign it because you need to get out of the situation and stuff like that. But you could always put all rights reserved so you can come back later and fight it. But for those who don't know how to do it, and if you do got a driver's license, you know what I'm saying, and you hand it over to them, say, look, I'm gonna hand this over to you because I feel like I'm being, it's a threat, and it's under threat.
It's under threat.
And coercion.
Hold on. Let me pin this comment real quick.
So you hand it to him. You know what I'm saying? You hand it to him if you ain't quite there yet in learning. So you hand it to him and just take the ticket and fight it in court because it's all assumptions anyway.
Right.
Until you learn the legal terminology and it's not law, it's all legal and it's policies.
Right.
It's not
Right.
law. You know what I'm saying? Law is totally different.
Who is Agent Smith? Yeah, I hear. I'm trying to get this joint pinned. Who is Agent Smith?
They might look like you.
Okay, you can't put you can't put the email under the tab. All right, let's get it, Chief.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we listening.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? You just tell the policy, tell the policy enforcer, look, you know, I'm telling you, because you the one that's enforcing things. Look, I'm gonna let you know that I'm signing this under threat, duress, and coercion. You hear what I'm saying to you? Look that up, y'all. Look up what that word means.
I will look it up.
You know what I'm saying? And if you sign it, you know what I'm saying, you always put, if you're going to sign it, because you ain't quite there yet and overstanding, you sign your appellation, which is most people, appellation, they call it, now the term we use name. But anyway, we'll get to that. But you sign it, and you always put all rights reserved, or you put under UCC, you put UCC 1-308. But that explains everything. That's for people that
free game right there.
That's for people that don't know the stuff yet. So you can just get the hell on out of the way, and then go about your happy day. Now, if you're on the next degree, most people they ain't gonna sign it. They'll put X or all rights reserved, and they ain't gonna touch that paper. And he say you put it wherever you want to put it, but I ain't gonna touch it. You know what I'm saying? Once you touch it, you know what I'm saying, you received it. You know what I'm saying? You put your hand on it. You feel what I'm saying? But you say, look, if you throw it in the car or do this, that, and the other, I'm not touching that. But once you hand it over your driver's license under threat and duress and coercion, you get into their jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is another manner. If you that's why I say it's degrees, Mo. It's degrees.
It's levels.
Yeah.
You got everybody start somewhere.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
You gotta know your level, man.
Yeah.
Be humble or be humble. Start somewhere. Find a mentor. We here. OG mentor, whatever consultations we here. Find a mentor and grow.
Yeah, because I started with you. I didn't charge you nothing when you was filing papers and all this stuff. I'm giving it away for free because y'all.
Free game.
Most people don't know that they got God-given protected rights. You know what I'm saying? When you got God-given protected rights, then you'll start to understand, hold up, I'm being violated in so many ways. Where do I find the laws that pertain to me to protect me? And it's in the Constitution, not just there, the Constitution. Once you start to understand the Constitution, the three powers of the Constitution, starts out with the legislative, executive, and then the judiciary.
Right.
And once you start to notice that, oh shit, I practice that in my own home. You know what I'm saying? I'm the legislative, executive, and judiciary. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming through here. You know what I mean? You ain't going to my refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? And there's rules and regulations here. You know what I'm saying? Then you start seeing like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? The United States is nothing but a corporation that has a house. And it has rules, which the legislative have, and it has an executive that controls the executive way.
Right.
And then you got the judges if there is something that has been committed that somebody violated you in your house. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can have rules and stuff going on.
OG Chief, I'm glad you hit on that note about the houses and all that because it's crazy because we on live on TikTok right now, and as everyone know, the big issue and the big word on the US of A right now is the House of Representatives passing the ban on TikTok. They trying to ban TikTok because they know stuff like this, the access to information like this, they trying to X it out. So the House what they did yesterday, they banned it. They get together for that. They don't get together for reparations or nothing like that. But they got together. They said, oh no, boom, bop, bop. They gotta go. You see what I'm saying? They all signed, yay, yay, yay. So as I'm logging in on the TikTok to go live for us to talk, the first thing that pop up on TikTok is what? Boom, in red and white. House of Representatives. Blah blah blah. Join now, vote now for TikTok to remain here. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to get this out of here. They trying to get this gateway out of here, Chief.
Okay, let's look at it this way.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's look at it this way. Me and you got an app, and this app is meant for our community.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
And we don't need over there in that area, which is called it might be another area that's a bad area. You know what I'm saying? It gets everything that we're trying to do, and they want to grow and be greater than you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what's the number one thing that is the most valuable thing, more precious than gold and silver right now is what?
Information, human flesh?
Data.
Absolutely.
That's right. Data is the blood. You know what I'm saying? Your blood is the DNA. You know what I'm saying? Your DNA gives up the information about you. You know what I'm saying? About everything about you. So you have the United States. Y'all can look up what the United States. I think it's U.S. United States Code 28 or Title 28 something. But I'll give that to y'all later. And it says in the state that the United States, not the United States of America, but the United States is a corporation. It's a business. So, if you have the United States that's a business and it has an employees and its employees are tapped into TikTok and they're giving up their data and information to the neighbor.
Heard the bird?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To the neighborhood over there that's trying to surpass you and trying to do things that probably can get your information and utilize it and then manipulate your employees. You know what I'm saying? Manipulate your employees, give them all they want through data, and they might be looking up cupcakes. And they got cupcakes, but they also got people that's in business that got ads that'll put up, sign up for this, sign up for that,
right.
do this, which might be wrong information or good information, or they can use it against you because you get some people on there that's talking against these policy people that work for government that people don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? And you probably have China over there. They saying, "Hey, he didn't looked up Biden, so we might as well flood him with Biden stuff, negative of Biden, all the negative stuff of Biden." So I understand what the United States is doing.
Right.
They're saying, you know what? A lot is about to be leaked out. A lot of stuff is getting leaked out to our employees, and they're controlling their minds of how to vote. When we need to be controlled, the United States said we need to be controlling our employees how to vote.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? So it's deeper than most people think it is.
I got you, but look, hold that thought. I want to go forward with that, but I got a question to counter that a little bit. Because I want to ask you like this. I feel you 50%, but what I want to say is this. Where was that energy from the House of Representatives? They want to shut down TikTok because of that. Okay, what you just said. Okay, I got you. I understand that.
Right.
But where was that energy for the kids and for those sakes when it came to when Instagram fucked the kids up, when Facebook messed the kids up and messed their head up? Where was the House of Representatives when the 4-year-old kid had the iPad and all on the internet seeing this and that? Where is their energy towards that to this day right now? Why it gotta be towards TikTok? Where is their energy for Instagram? Because it started with Instagram and Facebook. It started with Mark. TikTok just took some of the songs and made their own little thing. You see what I'm saying? So where is this House of Representatives energy towards Facebook, Google, Instagram, and all that? Why they trying to take out the new guy on the block? The new guy on the block made me money.
Yeah.
Instagram ain't do nothing for me. TikTok looked out. Even though y'all shadow banning me because I'm the guy, it's all good. I got you, TikTok. We gonna get you good too. You see me talking that talk for you.
Yeah.
But how you see that?
Well, from what I see, Mo, is that you have a company that's trying to save itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when the United States is already in bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? They TikTok is ran by who? Who owns it?
I think it links back to China.
Okay. So what's the number one asset? Worth more than silver and gold?
Information.
Yeah, data. So they you know, say they're using their platform for this, that, and the other. Do I agree? If I was in business and somebody could manipulate my employees, yeah, I need to get rid of this because it can affect my business. So that's what the United States is doing.
Yeah.
They're trying to take over it so it doesn't affect their business.
That's the lady. She said, "Sell your business or it's out of here."
Yeah, that's all.
You got 9 days or something like that. 9 days or something like that.
So,
something like 999.
So don't think that this is an international situation. This, you know what I mean? International courts will have to get involved. You know what I'm saying? So even though the business here, United States here, is banning it, they still got to go through international courts.
Right.
What's the name? Because remember, that company can ban it, but if you're still an employee with that company, then they can almost say, if you got that damn TikTok, and we find out you got it,
lock them up.
We fired. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? They can fire you. If we find you doing this, that, and the other on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? These are rules and regulations. You don't follow these rules and regulations. Because this shit is real deep. It's that serious.
Yeah,
it's that serious. So, you know what I'm saying? It's business. They messing with their business. Bro, you get so much stuff flooded through Instagram, and whoever owns it gets to manipulate the people on how to think and all this stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you got a person's mind,
right,
you can get them to think anything you want them to think. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, the United States don't want to mess up their business. You getting all this information out here, how to discharge debt, how to discharge how to beat a court case, and you don't need a lawyer. You know what I mean? How to represent yourself in court and never have to go there, but you was there through documentation.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot to go into play with this thing. Because sooner or later, you gotta look at it this way. We are the consumers. They own the app. So they're lending you what? A platform. Right?
Yeah.
You signed up for it, right?
Yeah.
So you are the consumer. If they infringe on your rights, then you got every right to sue TikTok. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
But you gotta find it in there. And I'm saying a lot, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying a lot.
Yeah. Out of respect. All respect. It's a TikTok, yeah.
If you find it in there to where as though, you know what I'm saying, TikTok violated you or something like that, you know what I mean, did something with your information, probably spreading it to a third party. And because that's what they doing. And you could actually sue them for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's when you come into the administrative process to where it's how to file those documents.
Right.
And that's
to a high degree.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about what TikTok is doing. The United States is trying to save itself to where as though it doesn't mess with their employees. And they do look at you as an employee. That's why you have a Social Security number.
Facts.
Some people think that it's just a Social Security number. It's an S Corp. That's why we tell everybody, get your EIN number, you know what I'm saying, or get your CPN number, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take everything, if you don't have to use the Social Security number, don't use it. But if you do use the Social Security number, have a business. That way you can build up your business credit and never have to use your Social Security number again, or you can use your Social Security number and still dispute it at the same time.
Facts, free game. Can OG Chief, do you mind saying that again? You know what I'm saying? Please, because that's major right there, and people need to understand it. They need to get out of that lane of the pure straw man and getting back to overtaking their jurisdictional flow, overtaking their body.
So let's deal with jurisdiction. Would you rather have yourself in the way to take on all the liability, or would you rather have an entity that's not you that can take on all the injuries? So when you got companies that said, "Damn, who was that? Was it Wells Fargo? Wells Fargo filed for bankruptcy." Or you had Silicon Valley, that bank that was down there. They filed for bankruptcy.
Facts only.
The person who owned it, they were never injured. The business was injured. So they're thinking on another level. You never put yourself in the way. That's why this game is called Monopoly. You get your piece. I'll be the hat, or somebody might take, what's the other one? The other one, you got the hat, the dog.
The dog.
You take your piece. That's my piece. So I create my own business. You know what I'm saying? Open a bank account in their own business. Once I open up that bank account, I start utilizing my personal, that damn Social Security number,
right,
to build up that business number, EIN number. And once I got the business built up, never use your personal again. Just deal with the EIN number.
That's when you fall back.
That's when you fall back, and the business takes on all the liability, not you. This is how they playing, y'all. If y'all don't, if you want to get it, you know what I'm saying, just stay tuned with Chief right here, Chief Mooky, and stay tuned into the podcast when we start talking. That way, if y'all trying to, I know everybody out there trying to figure out, you know, something just don't seem right. Or y'all seeing all these daggone videos up of people posted, and you follow a lot of gurus and stuff like that. That's fine. Get all that information and look up the words they saying. It's not me saying it. If you go here in this document, that's the document saying it. And I'm questioning you, is that, am I crazy, or are you comprehending it the same way? And if you be like, yeah, that sound about right. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Congress legislative have protection rights for consumers. And when you go in there, okay, I'm a consumer, protection for the consumer, consumer financial protection. That means my finances being protected, because Congress got rules and regulations that the lender must apply to. And if they break these rules, you have to do an administrative process and tell them you've broken these rules according to some Financial Protection Bureau. And it ain't hard, y'all. It's just, I know the part with me when I first started was, how do I file it? How do I do this, that, and the other? Once you figure out how to file it, I mean, y'all, because most people gonna be like, shit, I'm filing it. Because y'all consume. I'm filing it, I'm getting this money. And I'm getting this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? But I say go to Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, start with 15 USC 1602. Understand the terminology of those words, debtor and creditor, and all this stuff. You're going to find out, it's going to be amazing. Once you catch it, you're going to be like, oh, I see what's going on. And then you'll start going to the rules and regulations that the lender is supposed to be working. The lender is supposed to be not violating these things, like the identity theft. They're not supposed to pass your identity and your data, your identity to any third party. You know what I'm saying? Any third party, they don't supposed to pass your information on. If they did that, that's identity theft. Facts, and they're doing it every day, y'all.
every day, right now.
Your shit getting passed
on this. Literally on this.
Yeah, this is this
on
right
this.
Here. Yeah.
I didn't consent to you to be doing that,
yeah.
Mr. Bot.
Yeah.
You're not even real.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play the game accordingly and leave it at that.
Yeah. So we traveling.
We traveling.
Yeah, we traveling. You know what I'm saying? I think that once people start really getting on this, on the world we live in is a commerce world, and once we understand it's a commerce world, I think most people get it like, okay, commerce, okay, it's really a board game. And once they understand commerce is we're doing business between each other. That's why I asked you about equity. I don't want to get too heavy with y'all. Dude, most people know the term of equity.
Right.
You know what I mean? In Black's law, because Black's law is financial, it's dealing with finances, you know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So it's different terms, you know what I'm saying? It's a different terminology in finance. So in equity, most people think equity is something you liquidate, you know what I'm saying? Which is true, but it's in fairness. It's in fair. You deal with. They use that damn word, which I don't like, intercourse between another individual. You know what I'm saying? And y'all deal with each other in fairness and justice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fairness and justice. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody violate, then you do an administrative process. So equity is having from what my comprehension is, if we need to deal with each other in fairness and justice.
Right.
If I'm selling my house to you for $500, you want to give me $500, and you say, I did give him $500, but you really gave me $430.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have to prove to you that he only gave me $430.
Right.
In fairness and justice. And then you have to come back and sue him again because he committed fraud, or he you know what I mean? He was on the assumption that he paid $500.
Under assumption.
Yeah.
Not under, what's the other one, the truth one? The other side, the opposite of assumption?
Opposite of assume, you can assume, or is it a fact?
Now I'm saying, what's that other word beyond fact that we be talking about?
Without a reasonable doubt? Truth to Lily?
It's all good. I'll catch it. You can keep talking, Chief.
Yeah.
When I catch it, I'll get back at you.
We travel.
You will travel.
Yeah, so that's what that's about. Once people understand that, and then life will be a little bit more easier. But when you step into dealing with policy enforcers, or dealing with judges, or dealing with attorneys, that's when it gets into another realm, because they deal with bonds, they deal with bill of attainders, they deal with legalese.
Legalese.
And policies. They don't deal with law. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They deal with policies and statutes, and those are the codes. So you're not committing a crime. You're actually just breaking policies, or you broke some other statute or something like that. So you just find the codes to where as though, you know what I mean? And cases, you find a case to where as though somebody won the case, and it's called stare decisis case. And you use that case to fight your fight, if you're the defendant, to fight whoever the plaintiff is, which is the complainant. And you can do it that way, but there's also other types of ways to do it, where as though you always have the state versus John Doe. Well, with the state versus John Doe, the state ain't really a living being, so they send a representative out, so you can't hold the representative liable for anything. Am I right?
Right.
So
Right.
if you can't hold them liable for anything, you gotta be. If we got a contract between each other, you know what I'm saying? Then I must face my accuser. If you're the plaintiff, then I gotta face my accuser. It gotta be two You gotta be two people in front of each other.
I gotta face my accuser.
Yeah, have I committed a crime, or you know what I'm saying? Do we have a contract with each other? Okay, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they go. So it's a lot to learn.
These folks then got us so wiped out in the jam that they giving us fake cases, statutory cases, and they got us fighting and taking orders and paying an invisible party. It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
And you scared of something that's invisible.
If anybody was to look up, if you probably got your phone on you. I don't know if Google won't allow you to see it, but if you look up the word person, it'll tell you person is a fictitious entity.
Corporation.
Yeah, tell you that. So if you look that word up, for those who are here, just type it in. Look up person. And it's a fictitious person. And I'll be damned if I won't be fictitious. I'm here in the flesh. I don't need a representative. I don't need to represent myself. I'm here with you all right now. So I don't need, most people are like, well shit, you need a lawyer. Yeah, you need a lawyer if you don't know law.
Facts.
You need somebody to represent you because you aren't competent yet. But you will be. You know what I'm saying? You will be. And it's the game they playing for those who don't understand that it's all a monopoly board.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The courts are only talking to dead entities, fictitious entities, so they need a representative because if you talk in that court, what did Dre Scott, they said a black man has no rights in the eye of law. So if you're going in there as black, you're under the commercial codes, black codes. And under those codes, they can do whatever they want you because you can't speak, you can't talk. That judge will tell you, shut up, don't say a word. You got a representative over there because you can't talk because you don't know law. And this is where, you know what I'm saying, I'm glad you brought me here. This is where I get on and talk to the people, the ones that are trying to learn stuff, so I can say it in layman terms so they can understand it. You know what I'm saying? A black man has no what's the name of the eyes of law? No rights. Black man has no rights.
No rights.
In the eyes of law.
1/5 of man.
That's what they looking at you as.
1/5 of man.
And if you look up the word human in the Black's Law Dictionary, they tell you monster. Never refer to myself as a human.
Monster. Human means monster.
And they describe that terminology as a monster. Y'all look it up in the Black's Law Dictionary, 5th edition. 6th edition, better than the 4th edition. And they describe it as a monster. For those who are incompetent, yes, you are a monster. Because you'll get emotional and you want to jump. Remember that dude jumped over that daggone, he was in court, he jumped over the
monster.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You will jump shift, you will crash out and risk innocent people. You see what I'm saying? You gonna mess up the whole shit. We understand you got something going on. We all do, brother.
Yeah.
But you don't even consider that. You say, no, just my problem is bigger than all 99 of y'all's. And you want to take down the whole shit with you due to your ego.
And this is what we dealing with. And this is what, I'm coming to a conclusion. It's not just a problem here on the continent of America, especially in North America. It's a problem with other countries because it's starting to affect them places too, and they don't want that system.
I'm glad you said that because that's where my mind was going when I was talking and we was going. I was thinking that, and you said it on the universe. Please continue.
Right. So a lot of these people in other nations, like you might got BRICS. So you got Russia, a couple other nations, China, and all that stuff, they're all joining together
Right.
because they're creating their own currency. My thing is, you talking about the United States. The United States has 50, is it 52 states? 50. Anyway,
50, 52.
We call them states, but they used to be nations. So you got 12 nations that's going to pull together, and they just going to work with each other with their currency and not deal with the dollar. And you got the United States, which is a corporation, business, that say, go ahead, we got 52 states, and they all use our money. You know what I'm saying? And over there on your side, you got like 200 something countries over there, but you only got 10 over there in Africa and over there in Europe. Right. You only got 10 of y'all. We still attached to Japan. We still attached to Ethiopia. We still attached to all these other people. Nigeria. We attached to these. We even more bigger than you all. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all just want to use the gold standard, you can't beat them because they still got their dollar with all these other nations. And 52 over here, and then over there they got about 80. They ain't worried about China and the BRICS. Okay, what do you make, Russia? What do you import and export that's so important? China, what do you import that's so important? It's just, you know what I'm saying? They ask all, what do you? Now, the problem is now, when you got Middle East, so-called Middle East, who was that Saudi that they get the oil from? That's why they over there fighting that war. They over there fighting that war because their oil got a lot to do with that damn dollar. And they backed out and said, we're not going to sign that contract. The contract is over. We're going to go ahead. And what we're going to do is we're going to join the BRICS.
We're going to rock with BRICS, baby.
So when the United States say, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So what we're going to do, we're going to send this military in here. So that's why you got the jokers over there from the United States military.
Can you say it again? So after they made that move, what did the U.S. military say? How did they react?
Business, man.
How did they react? Can you give me that statement again a little louder?
You breached the contract.
Okay, so Saudi Arabia said.
I'm not saying what they say. I'm just saying. I'm just saying this is how I'm thinking.
Assumption.
Yeah, because if I was a businessman,
this is animated.
If I'm a businessman,
yeah.
And y'all say y'all don't want to utilize my product no more, which is the United States dollar, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, Slim, we already dealing with bankruptcy because the United States is bankrupt according to 1933. You know what I'm saying? It's in bankrupt. We don't trade silver and gold no more, so it's in bankrupt. So we deal with debt and credit. We'll move somewhere else, y'all. We'll follow up later. So we deal with debit and credit. And the Saudi like, well, shoot, we're going to go here to the BRIC side. And he's like, oh. So what are we going to back the dollar off of? Or full faith and credit of the people. If they believe this is money, it's money. It's currency. It's a means of exchange. So we're going to continue to do this. But you're going to get this ass whooping, little bro. We're going to spank your ass for reneging. And this is what's going on. This is my opinion. I think they're over there spanking their ass. Innocent people are going to get injured. But I would advise anybody to look up a book. It's called The Art of War. The Art of War. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You definitely OG Chief. We never even talked about that. That's my. I don't know it all, but yeah.
And Napoleon is another good book to look up and read some of his stuff because he knew strategies, not just on the physical side of harming individuals, but strategies of how to, like if I was to ask you, how would you run a city or run a county? If you had a right to run a county or a city, who would you elect? And this, that, and the other. But you're fighting this state and you're fighting that county, you're fighting this city over, you know what I mean, who can pass, who can't, this, that, and the other. So once you understand the world, it's all economics, y'all. It's all economics. It's all about business. And you got those businesses over there say, I don't want to be a part of y'all no more. The United States said, shit, you're going to take it away, I'm going to get your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? But the United States still going to thrive because of us. You know what I'm saying? Because of us.
Off the backs of the people.
Backs of people.
They always know they're going to be alright at minimum.
Yeah. But they need for us to understand this information that me and you are talking about, because it's a lender and a creditor system. You know what I'm saying? And once you understand lender and creditor system, okay, the lender has rules and regulations they're supposed to do, and if they're not doing it, damn it, you follow up with an administrative process to succumb to have things discharged or set off or be rewarded a settlement. So they need for us to start thinking and using our mind. They need for us to start doing this shit, man.
They need niggas to turn into sage mode out this bitch.
Yeah, you gotta start doing this stuff. That's the only way they gonna have, for them, it's their national debt. Who's the fucking national? Anybody ever question that? Have anybody looked up who was a national in the United States? Do they have nationals?
Not the United States.
They have citizens, right?
Yeah.
So who's the national? In their rules and regulations. The national has turned into the adoption of the new Constitution a person. And who's a person? A fake entity or corporation. So they turned the goddamn corporation into national. So it's a national debt. It's the corporation's debt. But if you want to still keep running with that EIN, I mean that Social Security number, you're a national. I mean you're a national as far as being a corporation's fake entity. So it is your debt. Me, I put everything in the business and let that business be the national, but it really ain't because it's fictitious. And that's under the Commerce Clause. That's under the 14th Amendment clause, where it states that a 14th Amendment person, you know what I'm saying? Person mean, or persons mean, or person mean fake entity. So they look at you as a fake entity.
Right.
You ain't real. You been pump faking out here. You don't want to be real. You don't want to be real. Right. And the reason why you don't want to be real is because you was never aware of this type of information. So they counting on you to be stupid.
Ignorant. Counting on it. Falling right in the batch.
So you get both people like, they crack. They crack, bro.
They crack.
They don't know what to do. They crack. You know what I'm saying? Man, just do what they say. Come on out, y'all. They got us. They got to do what they. No, they got to do. They got to do what you. They got to do. They have to do what they have to do because you don't know. So they got every right to do what they do to you because you don't know. And they looking at you like, I hope you get it. Because I don't want you to come to my house and be boycotting out in front of my house and setting up a tent because you're homeless out here and you don't know how to work your system. Or you don't know how you done made so many enemies with family members and good friends, you know what I mean? To where though till I come up and I get this information, I'm gonna be all right, get my credit right, get this right, get my business established. From there, I'm off and going. It takes a group of people doing it. You can do it yourself. It take a long time because it took me a long time.
You can do it. It's way harder, way longer.
Yeah.
It takes a village.
Yeah, it takes.
This is hard work right here.
Yeah.
It takes a village to build a temple.
Yeah.
Tap in.
Yeah. It takes, like you said, a unity of people who are serious about, you know what I mean?
100% serious, not playing.
Yeah, literally not playing.
If I call my temple mate, blah, 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 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 12, boop, 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 I need you, woo, woo, woo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, something. It's going to get done. Cash App, Uber. I'm not driving, but Uber, or I'm driving, I'm on the way.
Right.
Something.
Yeah, takes up.
My aunt, my girl, woo, 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 give me a little out. You need people like that. You need about 99 of them type of people.
That's why I say y'all generation got it a little bit better than my generation. I'm gonna name my age up here. I'm about to be 52. So y'all generation, we had beepers. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It just came into people. You know what I mean? But I had a cell phone back in the early 80s. But everybody ain't had no cell, big block joint, but everybody ain't had no cell phone. So y'all got it made. Y'all can do Cash App. Y'all can do this. We can do this right now. You know what I'm saying? So things are in a fast pace. I don't know if y'all realize, but some days be flying. Weeks fly. Months fly. Because everybody this energy is being raised to another level. And it's Aquarian time. You know what I'm saying? You can't duck information. We're in Aquarian time. You can't duck information. We're in a time of information. And it has no complexion with it. It has what is your nationality with it. It's not racist. It is not biased or anything. Either you're going to get it, or if your ass don't get it, your ass going to get ran over. Period. It don't matter who you is. I yield the floor.
Yes, sir. Like he said, man, look. This ain't about race or color no more. You got a lot of people, a lot of y'all and you Asians. I don't care what country you live in, what's your nationality or what's your skin color or what you represent. You people putting yourselves in boxes and living off false perceptions. Look, the man in charge, the higher power, the highest demon, he don't care about none of that. He don't care about China.
Keep talking to him.
He don't care about Russia.
Nope.
He don't care about the U.S. of A. He
him.
don't care about the state senator. He don't care about the governor. He don't care about none of y'all. You see what I'm saying? He don't care about the FBI. He don't care about TikTok. He don't care about the FBI. He don't care about CIA. He don't care about none of that. He will use anything and anybody to get what he wants. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? He will utilize anything and anybody to get what he wants at any time. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta stay focused out here, man. You gotta understand that you gotta get out of that Agent Smith syndrome to where you think, okay, I'm working at this job. I'm working for TikTok, and my job at TikTok is to manipulate me, Chief Mooky. Manipulate Chief Mooky and put an algorithm on him because he's spreading too much truth. And the higher ups at TikTok or the higher ups at this job or corporation have paid me to belittle him and keep him at a limited capacity. You gotta understand. You out here doing your job. You out here doing this and that. The person who paid you to take that person off, they don't care about none of that.
Sorry about that.
Nah, it's all good. They don't care about none of that. They gonna hire Ricky, Bobby, Touche, Fernando, Uchacha, Kubato. They gonna hire any one of y'all to get the job done. They don't care about you. So what I recommend for you is to stop taking your job so serious and licenses so serious and start tapping into your spiritual flow.
I'm glad you brought up that part right there, Chief, because most people, not to be on a religious type of move, because most people don't understand what religion is. Most people don't understand what spiritual is. You know what I'm saying? And they take it, and you can't. It's principles involved. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? When you're in that court, it is a spiritual demonstration being performed. You feel what I'm saying? If you look up the terminology, they are performing their spiritual ritual on you by speaking spells. And if you don't understand the words that are coming out of their mouth that they're spelling on you, and you got to dispel it, if you know how to dispel it, then you are fucked. But they give you a handbook to read these laws, and read this, that, and the other, but you won't read it, and they guaranteeing you, he said, you know what they say? Give them niggas a book. They'll never read it.
Give them niggers a book. They'll never read it.
And the rules and regulations is in that book, and they'll never pick it up to explore it. But here's the other thing, though, Bo. Even when here's my thing. Even if you is talking to a lawyer, You might not even understand the verbiage coming out of his mouth. He might be saying some stuff. You like, yeah, this, that, and the other. Yeah, this, that, and the other. But you really not understanding what he's saying. You dig what I'm saying? So you ain't understanding what he's saying. It's a different language that he's speaking. So you got to understand the language that the attorney is speaking. And if you, it's like you going, how the hell I'm gonna go to Thailand? I can't speak a bit of Thailand language, and I'm supposed to survive down here. The only thing I got is my phone. But if that motherfucker go dead, I can't communicate because I can't speak Thailand. So how the hell you gonna go in this court and represent yourself, supposedly present yourself, and talk to these judges, and they're speaking a foreign language to you, a language that was set up by our forefathers, and they looking at you like you forgot that your forefathers taught this language to us, and you forgot. Oh man, I'm about to run all over.
I'm about to run it up on you.
Yeah, run around.
I'm about to run it up on you. You forgot that your ancestors, they created the law that we enforcing on you. You don't know nothing?
Yeah.
We put you to sleep like that?
Yeah.
We put you in the cuff like that? We killed all the chips?
We
did a great job.
Don't
you don't know
out.
nothing? You still don't know nothing in the age of Aquarius? Woo! Put him to sleep.
Yeah.
Put him to sleep.
Yeah.
Traffic ticket, $500. $500.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know nothing? Oh, you 5 grams of weed in Indianapolis? Give him a year and 2 days for 5 grams of weed. We not playing with you, nigga.
Yeah.
And send him to I want him working the first day he get in that jail in that county. I want him on that yard. Yeah, my brother, I'm the judge, but my brother, he owns corn in Idaho, and he runs the potato factory. Send that big boy there. Yeah, he a big one. Put him to work.
I don't dislike the system. I'm just mad at the elders that, that look like us. You know what I'm saying? That look like us didn't really teach us the system of debit and credit. You dig what I'm saying? And how to play this game. It was all about church. Or it was all about, I don't hate the mosque, I love the mosque. You know what I'm saying? Bring unity. But in some mosques, they're not going to teach you about that. But if you can't find a class in there to learn about real estate or learn about commerce or learn about debt and credit, what world we really live in.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But you get people that's foreign that come abroad that are taught this when they get here, and you can't be mad because they know the system a little better than us. But we're not too far from it, because once we get it, I know our people, we get it. Once we get that motherfucker, we dead like a call paralysis by analysis. If anybody look up that word, we get so paralyzed into something to where as though we're locked in. They know once we get locked in, here they come. They know the law. They know the rules and regulations if being committed against somebody who's defrauding them or doing something causing pain and suffering, or if they under threat and duress coercion, and they know how to file paperwork. We in trouble. We ain't got enough employees to go over millions and millions of these alpha data that's being submitted to us. Once we start flooding them with that stuff, game over. It's already game over. Just that those who are new coming don't know it's game over. Because there are people with this information that's being flooded to these Congress people, these people that work in this government, and they can't keep up with it, of how much of breaching they do.
And hold that thought, I want to add on to that, because I want to get more into that, but I want to add on to that by saying, yeah, it is the end game. And what they have done also is the older ones who know it's the end game, who's pretty much dying or falling back, they feel back completely. They in their caves. They in their nuclear bunkers. But what they do, they send their young son, little Johnny, little Ricky Bobby, who's 19, 25, and they send him into Congress, and you see him with the suitcase in D.C. walking and stuff like that. The old OG, he done feel back. He know it's over with. He used his son as a dummy, his stepson, his son.
It's a token. So you
put him out there.
Yeah.
I'm not in that sunlight no more. I'm in the cave.
Yeah. But don't know that he's sending them into injury. He don't know it. You know what I'm saying? He don't know he's about to be injured. So you're getting these people, especially that look like us, that they getting these young people into it.
Any race.
Yeah.
Not just the sons.
It don't matter who
Black,
it is.
white, get that nigga in here.
Those call themselves
That's
black,
better.
white. You know, they're getting foreigners involved because
It don't matter. Whoever gonna get the job done.
Get the job.
Whoever gonna get the job done.
Save my company.
Save my corporation.
So this is what we're dealing with. Prior to me and you talking about, you know what I'm saying, why this TikTok thing is so being talked about now, because, you know what I'm saying, it's another company that's, you know what I mean, feeling, you know, threatened. Hey, my employees, you starting to affect my employees. Too much information there, you can get their information. I dig what they saying and what they doing. It is their company. You know what I mean? They're challenging it. So, you know what I'm saying? You can utilize it, or you don't have to utilize it. But just be aware that somebody who's under it's another company that may be utilizing your information, and they may not be utilizing it for your rightful way of living. They might be utilizing it to what they call infringe on your property. Take your property and transfer it here, transfer it there, do all this type of stuff to you. So in some instances, I understand why the United States doing it, because they're trading. I know a lot of people don't think it that way, but they're trading your information, and this is what's going on. So I know some people say, well, why ain't go after Facebook? Because the United States got ties with Facebook and all these other social media. Yeah. But one thing for certain, two things for sure. Hey, how you doing there? Good, chill. One thing for certain, two things for sure. One thing for sure, two things for certain is that it's all an international. It's all an international situation. You know what I'm saying? This is an international situation. It's being worked out by the courts, international courts. So that's where it's going. The next level is going to international courts. You know what I'm saying? They're going to handle those affairs. So, you know, with that I yield on the floor. It's good talk right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm just assuming. But, you know what I mean? I'm just asking a question. Will it seem right to you? Will it seem right to me? Or am I wrong?
About the TikTok situation?
Yeah.
I mean, look, 100% honestly, I think that's that. I feel you on a lot of perspectives, and I'm with you. But I deep down, I gotta stand on 10 and say, I'm definitely at least 49 to 50% with you, but I'm not 100%.
Okay, tell me the other 50% that you don't agree.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Because if I had an audience that's like 50 or 30%.
Yeah, it's all good. It's just about, like I say, they need to take that same energy and put it towards removing Facebook and Instagram and all of that. It's like, my thing is, if they gonna get one thing done, they need to really sit the situation done. This mental health crisis in America is a serious thing. This is worse than the money and the debt crisis, bro. People have mental health issues that's based off social media and Instagram and getting likes and attention, bro. These women out here is chasing validation. They waking up in the morning before they brush their teeth to check who viewed their shit and what likes they got. You see what I'm saying?
Now we're in a different area now. You done travel, we done bumped into you and hit
It's all good, I'm here.
And, you know what I'm saying? So we travel in that area. And the thing I always say is, you know what I'm saying, you got somebody mentality, you know what I'm saying, a company that got somebody mentality, and you got another company coming and taking away from them, controlling their mentality. This is like me and you own a business, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, we own a barber shop, and now we got another barber shop. Remember barber shop? They had the other barber shop across the street, and Joe was leaving the shop because they was grabbing their mental. Say, oh, it's clean over here, or it's this, that, and the other over here. You know, and then you had Ice Cube that said, what Ice Cube say? Ice Cube said, hold up, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them do what they gonna do. And then he started, let me check it out. He really started, they got my employees mental. You know what I'm saying? So when you got corporations, that's like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna steal my employees. You know what I'm saying? And the other people say, like, hey, look, man, I ain't telling them to sign up for it. They doing it themselves. Well, how come y'all, and then they say, well, y'all got Facebook. Y'all got Instagram. Y'all own this company, that company. Why y'all worried about us? Because the reason why we ain't worried about, reason why we worried about y'all, because we don't own y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, so if we don't own y'all, everything that we sold to everybody else can be manipulated into y'all's world. You dig what I'm saying? And the way y'all are setting up how people supposed to think. And that could cause harm and injury to my company. You see what I'm saying? I always tell people, if you're going to use Instagram or this, that, and use it for something, for educational purposes, or use it for your company. Build your company, use it for your company, or use it for educational purposes. Because that's what it's becoming. You don't have to go to school to become a barber. You know what I'm saying? Or to become a dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't want nobody doing heart surgery on me, you know what I'm saying? They ain't went to school for this shit or don't got experience, you know what I mean? But owning the business doesn't require you to go to school for it. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing what are the procedures to go into business. Okay, sign here, do this, that, and the other. Okay, now I have a business. You know what I'm saying? So Facebook is ran by, I ain't gonna say it on here, but Facebook is ran by the government. Instagram is ran by the government.
The AIC.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? That's their company. They just don't have jurisdiction over TikTok, so they want them. They want to control. You can take. Yeah, you take.
And that's the conclusion of the chapter. That's the in-game big main idea of the whole back to back. And he absolutely right. That's the whole thing. They want jurisdiction over TikTok.
Yes.
They don't have jurisdiction right now. They gonna do whatever. This is their land. This is the U.S. of A. They have power. They have military power. They have congressional right. We don't have our land back at the moment, so they still have the power.
Do they have international right? Do they have the international
They
commerce
don't,
right?
and that's where it becomes a world diplomatic problem.
This is the problem that now you get why everybody.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you put two and two together, figure out why the United States sent the military over there and those so-called Middle Eastern countries to fight them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's just a spank. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna bomb the whole day. There'll never be a time again the United States sent the military out and do what they did to Japan. That would never happen again.
Yeah, trees still don't grow there. Don't nothing grow there. It's still messed up to this day. To this day.
That would never happen again. You know what I'm saying? They got away with it. You know what I'm saying? When they talk, and they could do it again. But if the United States did that again, all nations would be like, you know what? We done. Cause that's a heinous thing. That was so heinous, bro. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. That was very heinous.
Right, yeah. We gonna conclude on that.
I'm not against the United States.
Oh no.
Nah. This
is my land?
Yeah, this is my damn land.
It's my land.
But what I'm against is not educating the people on it's a commerce world. We deal with credit and we deal with debit. Period.
Are you guys on YouTube or something? Or you're just talking to each other?
Yeah. We're talking about the TikTok.
Is it? Did it start now?
Yeah, that TikTok situation, huh?
Is it on?
Is it? Yes, it's on now.
Uh-oh.
Now y'all can talk. We freelance. Y'all free. Yeah, y'all ain't
It's
involved.
all natural.
Yeah.
Nothing's fake. We're
It's
not
all
actors.
Yeah.
It's natural.
TikTok thing. We talk about that whole thing and stuff like that. Yeah. But like I said, that TikTok, I mean, it's business. They don't own it.
Are you guys for TikTok? Are you guys for TikTok?
Yeah, I'm on there.
This is TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking about that TikTok situation.
Yeah, I think, don't know.
Yeah, you
I
gotta.
look at it from the
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
Chinese government.